Are you sure you want to do this? Tyler's not going to be easy to deal with.
It's never gonna get any easier.
This is Tyler. She's the first friend Jala made after our parents moved us to America. Her best friend. For a while, her only friend. Maybe that's the reason Tyler's always been a little possessive.
Excuse me?
Territorial? Oh, or how about proprietary? They fell in love when they were 14. They've been the on-again, off-again, grand queer romance of Timber Hill since then. The real mystery is why Tyler put up with the parade of hopeless losers, manipulators, and creeps Jala dated during their breakups. Low self-esteem, maybe?
Is that what you think of me? And hello to you too, by the way.
It's more like an intrusive thought I have now and then when I really want to wallow in my feelings of guilt.
Oh, well, if that question keeps you up at night, I'll just let you keep wondering. You want to dig up the past, Jala? Fine. I guess some things just won't stay buried.
Is this front you're putting up supposed to intimidate us? Oh, please.
Wait, your bitchy, self-critical inner voice looks and sounds like Aruni?
Guess you can see me as well as hear me in your inner world. Great.
My appalling psychological...
I don't know. They seem a little relevant. Is there any point hating you when you're doing such a good job of doing it yourself?
Give it a rest, Tyler. If you really hated Jala, why would you even be here? I had more respect for you when you kept your distance from us. But to come crawling back like this? Oh, it's really pathetic. More than that.
Be very careful what you say next, Jala.
Aruni, stop! Right now!
She's you idiot. She's just saying what you're thinking. The words that come out of her mouth, you're just too scared to say them yourself.
You've always understood us so well, haven't you? But you want to know the real answer to the mystery of why you always forgive us, why you'll forgive us even now, even though you shouldn't.
You unbearably arrogant asshole. Go on then. Say it.
You're still in love with Jala. You never stopped. You never will. You don't know how.
I kept trying to change myself for you. But now I realize you didn't know what you wanted. You were just afraid of how right I was for you.
Sergio! And Bruno?
What the hell is going on?
Hell is just right. Welcome to hell, Jala. My hell. The hell you put me through.
Do you think she's planning to bury us alive in this graveyard of your past mistakes?
Maybe she'll be merciful and kill us first.
Oh, Jala. Don't be so silly. I want you alive. There's no use in tormenting the dead. And you have tormented me, Jala. Everywhere I look in this town, I see the after images of us. in my past. You linger in my future. No matter what I do, I can't escape you. You haunt me, Jala. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
Bro! You're back! I was so bummed you left town.
Yeah, bro. This lame town just couldn't handle my awesomeness. I had to split because of my secret trauma, you know?
That's deep, man. Women love secret trauma.
I know. That's why I made some up, obviously.
Wow! You're like a genius, bro!
You barely know Bruno, but we went to school with Sergio since the 3rd grade. Were you really not paying any attention?
I can't be expected to pay attention to the grunts they make in between guzzling protein shakes.
I followed you around like a little puppy dog. But you never really loved me, did you? I guess I made...
Pathetic, isn't he? But was I any different to you?
You don't really think he's pathetic. You're afraid that you are.
Oh, yeah! We're exactly the same, aren't we, Tyler?
You left me again and again and again, but I loved you too much to let you go. You were the only one for me, even though you made it clear I wasn't enough. If that's not pathetic, I don't know what is.
Looks like Tyler's determined to resurrect the ghosts of the past. They're the shield she's using to avoid her real feelings. Put them down so we can get to the truth.
You've already left town. Why am I still fighting you?
No one ever really leaves this town, Jala.
A moonlit cemetery, unearthly monstrosities. Is this a date?
This isn't my usual vibe, but I could get into it. All it took was one smile and a mouthful of sweet promises for you to leave this town in the rear view. You didn't even really want me. You wanted to escape. Your parents, Timber Hills.
And me. How was it so easy to let go of everything we had?
Running off with Bruno was the opposite of a choice. It was more like an evasion.
You didn't evade me in the back seat that night.
Really not the time.
You kept choosing other people while I was right there.
Maybe you were just too much of a sure thing? These ghosts take the form of your exes, but they're not really them. They're what they represent to Tyler. Each one of them is a question that needs to be laid to rest between you. Why don't you stop hiding behind Sergio and Bruno and just ask Tyler?
Fine. Were we only together because I chased you? Did you ever actually choose me, or was I just always there?
You had to know I tried to make you jealous on purpose. I was so scared you'd stop chasing me if you actually caught me. Wasn't part of the appeal that I was always a little out of reach?
What? Is that what you really thought? Is that honestly why you made me constantly doubt myself, question my self-worth, my sanity?
Maybe?
Oh my god, you're both completely ridiculous.
Hello again, Super Freak. I really love what you've done with the place.
Don't call me that.
I had so many nicknames for you back in school, remember? A creature of the night, Death Becomes Her. Oh, and my favorite, Ferris Butless.
Ouch.
It's like you conjured her straight out of my worst fears. The kind of girl who was every kind of girl I wasn't.
You and Dia kind of have that enemies to lovers, hate you, but want to shut you up with my lips thing going on.
I'll shut you up with my lips.
I never knew you had such
No, right? She's just not right for you.
I'm talking about you.
I still think about how you felt, Chala. The things you let me do to you, the promises you whispered, all those first times.
She bullied me, Jala. She made my life hell. And you had a relationship with her behind my back. Of all the people in the world, how could you betray me with her?
Are you seriously still mad that my first time wasn't with you, Tyler? It's been over a decade. Can you seriously not let this go?
She was wild with jealousy. She hated me so much it made me shiver.
Chala, that is not hot. Why would you even think that?
I'm not. I didn't. Shut up, she can hear you.
You are an actual dog. Did you tell Dia that I told you to break up with her? I made you break up with her.
Oh my god, is that really why you broke up?
So you didn't tell her it was me. Why not?
I didn't want her to think you were, needy and possessive.
No, how sweet. True love is covering up for each other's toxic traits.
Do you regret asking me to?
No. Yes. I always wondered whether you really wanted to. Me giving you that ultimatum. It poisoned all the choices you made after. Be careful what you wish for, huh? You always had these big passions. You get obsessed with basketball, then skating, then chess.
Why don't you ask what you really want to ask, Tyler? The question that's like a shard of glass in your heart.
Why don't you love me as much as I love you?
Why are you acting like you're the one that failed when I'm the one who made the mistakes?
If you loved me more, you wouldn't have left. You couldn't have. You cut yourself free of me, Jala. But after all this time, I'm still trapped.
Tyler, I'm sorry. None of this is your fault.
I'm so sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Why do you always look at me like I'm about to bully you?
Spare Shahrukh. He's innocent. I'm the one at fault. I will bear my guilt for eternity.
Come on, Irfan isn't that weepy and self-righteous.
Close enough.
The entire school found out that you cheated on Tyler with me. It wasn't just a betrayal. It was a humiliation. You're an expert at taking people's dignity, aren't you, Jala?
I still found a way to swallow my pride and take you back. I made so many excuses for you, but that was the first time I regretted loving you. Not the last.
Maybe we should have ended things then,
It would have been cleaner. I'd have saved myself a lot of heartbreak.
but we'd have missed out on a lot too.
Are you so sure the good memories are worth all the bad ones?
Come on, Tyler. Enough of these ghosts. Don't you want to be alone with me?
Just pretend I'm not here.
I know our relationship was collateral damage in your little self-implosion 3 years ago, but seriously, what was so wrong with your life that you had to blow it up?
I just cracked, okay? It wasn't any one thing.
You didn't even break up with me face to face. You called me from a payphone to tell me you'd fallen in love with someone else.
It's not the betrayal she couldn't take. It's the disrespect.
I mean, Jesus, Jala. You called collect.
This has gone on long enough. Tyler doesn't need you anymore, Jala. She's got me looking out for her.
Just because you've been living in the past doesn't mean you have the right to drag me back into it.
Convenient for someone whose past is littered with broken hearts and betrayals. Face it, Jala. You're jealous that Tyler has me in her life now. How does it feel to be replaced?
Oh, please. You're just a friend. I was so much more than that.
Can you at least have the decency to be jealous?
Ugh, here we go. I can already tell what you're going to ask.
Can't you see I'm trying to have a moment?
Whatever, you're so predictable.
Tell me the truth. Did you come back here for me, Jala?
You're part of it. But I left a lot of damage behind when I left. I came back to fix what I could. I'm sorry. Is that disappointing?
No. I'm relieved, actually. Maybe we can work out a way to coexist without being the center of each other's worlds. I mean, really? We were a complete disaster together, weren't we? It'd almost be funny if I didn't still want to cry every time I look at you. I promised myself I was done. But here I am, with you, again. I can't keep doing this to myself.
So what? I don't want to be with you anymore, and all our years of friendship mean nothing?
You didn't just leave me, Jala. You incinerated us.
Aren't you both tired of all these half-truths and evasions? As usual, it's up to me to do the dirty work. You want to know who she really is, Tyler? How she really feels about you? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Maybe that'll help set both of you free.
Arnie!
If Jala wants to tell me, she can tell me herself.
Yeah, Jala. Why don't you tell her yourself? Or I will.
I wish I'd met you later. I would have known how to be more careful with your heart.
Oh, please, stop trying to make excuses. This is just who you are. Selfish, impulsive, cruel. You don't deserve her love. That's why you always doubted it. That's why you ran. Because it was only a matter of time before she realized what you've always known. You're a fraud.
Hey, stop it! Don't talk to her like that.
I'm her. Don't you get it? I'm inside her head. You think you know her? You're wrong.
Arnie, please, stop it.
You want to know the real secret? What we know that you don't, what we've always known. You never loved her. Not the real her. No one could.
You could never make up your mind about me, about your family, about your whole goddamn life. Even want from me, Jala? What right do you have to ask anything of me? What we are, it's more than romance. I mean, screw romance. That's the least of what I feel for you.
No, please, stop. I'll start getting ideas.
I can't forgive you for breaking my heart. I don't think I can ever trust you with it again, but we were best friends. You're my family. That part of me will always love you.
I'll always love you, Tyler. I'd say you're my soulmate if I believed in that kind of thing. No more ghosts, okay?
Before you say anything, let me just say this. Let's start small, okay? No blood oaths, no grand gestures, no promises of forever. Just two people who care being a small part of each other's lives.
I guess the only thing we've never done with each other is take things slowly.
We're trying this new thing called having boundaries.
Good luck, you're already flirting.
That reminds me. That Aruni in your head, you know she's nothing like your sister, right?
I'm not completely disconnected from reality, you know.
If you were, would you know?
What is your point?
I don't think she's good for you, Jala.
Jala needs me. You don't even want her back. Why do you care?
Damn it, boundaries, Tyler. I said it, and now I'm done. I trust you to take care of yourself. So, take care of yourself, okay?
Are you done for the day?
Jala, why don't we watch some TV?
Sure thing, Dad.
Well, I'm going out with Chandra. We should talk in the morning, Jala.
Well, that's not too cryptic.
Night, Jala.
So, a little birdie told me today was a big day for you.
It's me. I'm the birdie.
Auntie, you're here?
Uh-huh. Rukmini overdid it with the cocktails tonight. I brought her home safely. While I was here, I thought I'd help my little brother cope as well.
Or you never cook and you came to raid my fridge.
Leftovers and coffee would go so good with all the tequila inside me.
I can't believe Amma got drunk. I can't even imagine it.
It's a balance. 2 or 3 drinks is liberated, but the 4th tips her into morose.
Aruni inherited that, bless her. Ah, my girls.
Dad, have you been drinking too?
Ha ha! Busted!
Speaking of nerves and complex relationships, Tyler and Aruni. Well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, Jala Banana.
I don't really know where to begin. It's a lot.
Well, how are you feeling right now?
I feel like I handed in a piece of homework that was long overdue. This constant nagging anxiety that's just gone. I think I used up all the feelings I had and then some. I'm in a feeling deficit right now.
And now, Patty will be here in the morning.
Dun dun dun!
Did that sound laden with dread? I meant it to sound happy. You know, yay, my mother-in-law, who I love and respect, is visiting.
If that's your best attempt, I'd stay up tonight and practice in the mirror, or we're all doomed.
That's the spirit. Come on, Jala. What's one more emotionally devastating confrontation? How bad can it possibly be? Eh?
Cheers to that!
You're both terrible, and I appreciate you so much right now.
Jala, I'm sorry. I know I went too far yesterday. I took over. I made you say things you didn't want to say. I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's my fault. I've let this go on too long. I need to let you go.
Oh, just like that, huh? After everything I've done for you. You think if you cut me out, you'll be whole? You can push me down so deep that you can't hear my voice, but I'll still be there, waiting. In the dark. I'm part of— How can you just abandon me?
Deep down, You want this too.
Jala, don't do this. I'm scared.
You're the part of me I couldn't love. You're fickle, you're mean, you're vain and self-righteous. You're so angry. I felt like I needed to change myself to be loved. Cut those parts out, suppress them, avoid them.
But the more you did, the more I came out in ways you didn't expect.
I'm not hiding from my shadow anymore. I see you. I know you. I accept you. Thank you for everything you've done. You're a part of me. You'll always be a part of me.
Stop blubbering and just do it, Jala. All this sentimentality is giving me a headache.
I couldn't have hallucinated a better sister. Goodbye, Irony.
Goodbye, Jala.
I'm glad you two have made up.
We were ordered to.
Now that's exactly the sort of comment your grandmother will pounce on. I'm asking you to be on your best behavior. I am begging you. Can you both please do this for me?
I promise, Ma.
No. Mom, this is ridiculous. Why do we have to put on a show for Patti?
This is not the time for this discussion, girls.
Why not?
Because she's here.
My 3 favorite girls, all gathered in this cozy little kitchen. Have you missed me, darlings?
It's so good to see you, Amma. You must be hungry after your long flight.
I could eat.
How about I make parathas for lunch, Amma?
You've been telling me how much Jala's improved her cooking recently. How about you show us what you've learned from your mother, Jala?
But, Amma...
Don't tell me you don't even trust her to make parathas, Rukmini. What do you say, Jala?
Oh no, Patti. Mom's the expert. You wouldn't want to eat substandard parathas your first day, would you?
So that's how well your mother taught you, is it? How disappointing.
Of course she can make parathas.
I'm so glad I came home for this. It's not uncomfortable at all.
Stop making silly jokes, Aruni. Patti might misunderstand your strange sense of humor.
Oh no, I understand it perfectly.
Do not embarrass me, Jala.
What are you mumbling over there?
I was just asking if Jala washed her hands.
A grown woman like her, you need to ask. Surely you know to always wash your hands before you cook, Jala.
Of course she does. She's an American, not a heathen.
Why are you answering for her? She doesn't have a mouth.
No, I do.
Well, use it then, my girl. Women have been silent for far too long. No need to continue the practice.
Adequate. Whisk the flour and salt together.
You should sift first, or it'll be lumpy.
Yes, Patti.
Such an obedient child. Your mother had such a smart mouth at your age.
Jala? Obedient? Sure, yeah. That's my little sis. Never put a foot outside the bounds.
I see who did inherit your smart mouth, Rukmini.
Just sieve the flour, Jala.
So, Aruni, you're following in your mother's footsteps and marrying a foreigner.
His name is Ahmed.
Did I say something wrong? It's just a fact. He's not Indian.
Well, technically, neither am I. My dad's Sri Lankan and my passport's American.
Not Indian. And you, Jala? You're also an American?
What does it matter if Aruni doesn't consider herself entirely Indian?
What does it matter? It's time to whisk the ingredients, Jala. What are you standing around for? I warned you, Rukmini. If you take these girls to America, they'll be rootless. Thousands of years of history and culture reduced to Bollywood movies and pretty outfits.
I don't even like Bollywood movies.
They barely even speak Tamil. My God, the poetry you've stolen from them.
She tried to teach us, didn't she, Aruni?
I'm staying out of it.
She did, though. We just didn't want to learn back then.
You're telling me my daughter, a teacher by profession, failed to engage you in learning your mother tongue? And it's not her fault?
Told you to stay out of it.
Girls, please. We used to stay up so many nights, drinking endless cups of tea and quoting poetry to each other. Didn't you want to have that with your own daughters? Don't tell me you don't grieve the loss of it.
Time to incorporate the oil into the flour, Jala.
Huh? You haven't changed at all. Fine. Avoid the question.
The technique's important here, so be careful.
You look really well rested today, Amma.
Your dad bought a white noise machine. It's really helping me sleep better.
Are you doing something new with your hair? It looks so shiny.
Good attempt at distraction, but I'm a public school teacher. Looks good, Jala. Now roll out the dough.
Looks good. Do it again, Jala. And pay attention this time.
This is how I always do it, and it turns out fine.
Fine. Is that really enough for you in life? To be just fine? Average? Unremarkable? Well, I love you enough to expect more from you. Do it again. Properly this time.
How do you stay so calm, Ma?
Years of experience as a public school teacher. Now we wait for the dough to rest.
No. You just stand there. I'll teach Jala the proper way to make paratas.
I'm just really clumsy this morning, Patti.
I'm just really clumsy this morning. Blah.
What was that, Aruni?
Nothing, Ma.
Throw that dough away. We're starting again. Go wash your hands again. Come back with a fresh mind.
That'll take more than a hand wash.
Thanks, Aruni. What a helpful remark.
It's just sisters bickering. What are you fussing about?
Very good.
What's this I hear about you taking a sabbatical year before college, Jala? How you can take a sabbatical before you even begin, I don't know. Have you started applying for the new semester?
It's not a sabbatical year, Patti. I'm not going to college.
You really shouldn't delay your education. Wait, sorry. Did I hear that correctly? You're not going to college? What is going on here, Rukmini?
It's an ongoing discussion.
You've been lying to me. Clearly, everything is not fine in your house. Your mother is an educator and you're not going to college? This is just a slap in the face.
Time to sift the flour.
Your daughter is throwing away her future and you want to talk about flour? This is really parenting, Minnie. Well, what can I say to that? Sift! Sift, Jala! Do you even know what I had to sacrifice to get an education myself? to get my daughter educated. She could have done her post-graduation, done a PhD, used that brilliant mind of hers. Instead, she threw it all away to marry that man and become a teacher here in this backwater American town.
That man is my dad. And what's wrong with being a teacher?
Nothing, if that's the highest you can reach. You don't even know how smart your mother is. What a waste of her all this is.
I made my. And believe it or not, I'm happy.
Do you have any other choice but to pretend to be happy? Add more salt, Jala. You're being too tentative. I told you that your daughter would one day make you cry the same bitter tears you made me cry.
It's not the same thing.
Don't tell me you approve of this I'm not going to college nonsense.
Of course I don't.
It's my life at the end of the day.
So my opinion doesn't matter? I'm your grandmother. My blood runs in your veins. You don't even think you owe me an explanation. Go get some yogurt, Jala. It makes the dough softer.
I don't do that anymore, Amma.
Fine, just mix it as it is. Who cares how it turns out? You've obviously given up on teaching your children anything.
Aruni, Jala, do not say a word. Jala, mix the ingredients. It's nearly lunchtime and there's still a lot left to do.
No, forget about lunch. Forget the parathas. None of this is about the goddamn parathas. Pati, you just want to find fault with everything Mom does, and you're taking it out on Jala.
Is this how you've taught your children to speak to their elders?
Aruni, be quiet.
Aruni's right. Pati, you're not being fair.
Oh, so now I'm to be judged by a child.
No, Ma. I told you to be quiet. Both of you.
We're standing up for you, Ma.
What have you been telling these girls? That they think I'm so terrifying? You need protection from me, is that it?
I don't know what's gotten into them. They're not usually like this.
You're the one who's completely different whenever Pati's around.
Oh, I understand now. You're all just one big, happy family. I'm the outsider. Is that it?
How could you be an outsider here, Amma? Aruni's just stressed about the wedding. Don't take it to heart.
This isn't our... Don't get in the way of Mom throwing me under the bus, Jala.
Clearly, I'm the villain ruining this cozy domestic scene.
Amma, no, please don't.
You want to make me the villain? Fine, I'll be your villain. I was born to play that role. Look around, Jala. I exploded this domestic dream because I want to wake you up. Look around, Jala. I exploded this domestic dream because I want to wake you up. Don't you dare sleepwalk into this life.
Indeed. Indeed.
Your sister. She's a lovely girl, but mediocre, just like your father. No, Anne, but you, Jala. I see myself in you, just like I saw myself in your mother. I failed her. I'm not going to watch her make the same mistakes with you.
My mom's happy. How can you call that a mistake?
Perhaps you should consider that with age comes wisdom. I can see how this little story plays out for you. I've seen it so many times before. Don't misunderstand, Petty. I'm not doing this to be cruel. I just want you to fulfill your potential. You have fire, Jala. People like us, we need to be pushed. We need to be tempered. We were born to burn. Men can make mistakes, but every choice we make, there's a price to pay. You have to bargain with the world for what you want. So what do you want, Jala? Really? And what are you willing to give up? You think I sent you those suitors because I wanted you to choose one of them? Those dimwits and fools. Not one of them is worthy of my granddaughter.
Then what was the point? They've been ambushing me all over town.
I just wanted to show you I cared. That I was thinking of you. Test you a little. I'm glad you rejected them. I'm proud of you. You're selfish, just like me, Jala. Selfish isn't the worst thing for a woman to be in a world where we're raised to lose ourselves. These roles of wife, mother, they'll consume you if you're not careful. Just look at Rukmini. Don't you want more? Don't you understand? We're not safe. We're dangerous. People like us will never be satisfied with playing it safe.
You know, my mother's not wrong. I never thought I'd leave India before I met your father.
Do you think you should have stayed? Is coming to America what you really wanted?
It's hard to see anything else but the life I have now. I stopped imagining other lives a long time ago.
That means you lost a part of yourself.
Maybe. That's why sometimes what my mother says is hard to hear. Don't do this, Jala. Don't fight her. You won't win.
I've never seen you back down from a confrontation before. I don't get it.
You're like me, Jala. People make less sense to me the more I love them. Sometimes I think you're just like me. And other times, I don't know you at all. You'll only get hurt if you go back up there, Jala. Just give it up.
I've spent my life wanting your approval, wanting to win. But this time, I'm going to do what I think is right, even if I lose.
Well, this is certainly a nightmare of intergenerational trauma from which we devoutly wish to wake.
Tyler? What are you doing here?
What do you think? I'm here to help you, dummy.
We were having a fight over paratas, but not really paratas. And then the house exploded, and now this!
Yeah, but now you have me. No fear, okay?
Maybe a few fears. Mom would be happier if she never spoke to you again.
Ooh, I finally get a chance to do one of these narrator intros. As other grandparents succumb to the ravages of age, Patti does yoga every morning, has all her own teeth, and can hear someone whispering gossip from across a crowded room. I've always suspected Patti absorbs life force from the people around her.
So what? You're recommending a stake through the heart?
Yeah, metaphorically.
Are you mumbling to yourself, Jala? Didn't your mother teach you any manners? When an elder speaks, you should listen. Love isn't handing out gold stars and giving hugs. It's cold hard truth. It's bitter medicine. I really thought your mother would come to rescue you by now.
Why are you acting surprised? You terrify her.
All I want to do is guide you. Why do you twist everything I do?
You favored Aruni as a kid because she was fair. And you dropped her when I started doing well at school.
I pick winners, Jala. That's how we survive. You resent me. I'm just trying to make you better. Do you think I want you to get married because I'm sentimental about it? No. My husband was a self-important, narrow-minded alcoholic. I'm supposed to be sad and lonely now he's dead, but I'm not. I'm relieved.
Did he love you?
I'm sure he did, in his way. He loved his clean house, his iron shirts, his hot meals. Can there truly be love without equality? My husband thought he was the undisputed master of the house.
It's hard to imagine Patti in that situation, but that was the reality for a lot of our grandmas and great-grandmas and great-great-grandmas from every culture.
So you see, Jala, I'm being pragmatic. They don't call it the marriage market for nothing. It's a transaction. Pick a man to take you places, or work 10 times harder to get yourself there instead. What you can't do, my girl, is what you have been doing, and that's neither. Your passion, your effort, you spend them all here for them, but you'll never be one of them. You need to be shattered to remake yourself. That's how you grow stronger. If you keep running from pain, you will lose yourself. Is being happy all you want? You could be so much more. It's all been too easy for you. That's why you're so lost.
You're so concerned about maintaining your dignity, holding up your pride, losing face, but you've lost something way more important.
You think brilliant women are happy ones? Oh, Jala, don't be so naive. You think you can pretend your way into the world as you think it should be? No. You have to live in it as it is. Sometimes speaking across the generation gap is like speaking across different universes.
Bet you wish you were in a different universe right now, huh?
Seriously.
It's time someone taught you a hard lesson, Jala. Let's settle this like grown women with the most powerful weapons of all.
Uh-oh.
Our words. The spirit of Timber Hills! Do you know how hard I had to fight for my education? to get my daughter educated. And now your family wants you to go to college, but you throw away the chance?
I get it. The world was unfair to you. But that doesn't mean it's right for you to live out your ambitions through me.
You disrespectful, ungrateful, selfish little girl. You know nothing. A teacher's daughter speaking like this. I knew Rukmini failed in her profession, but looks like she failed as a mother too.
Don't say that about her.
You think you're an American? That you'll ever really be one of them? You'll always be a second-class citizen.
This isn't about me being American. This is about you feeling left behind.
You live in this place which feasts on stolen riches and think you're different from these colonizers. Ha! You're even worse because you've turned your back on your own.
I am not seduced by the materialist comforts of the imperial core. I'm not. Oh, Sergio!
I can accept it if you don't want to get married, Jala, truly. But children? Children are a roll of the dice, thrown into our collective future, a way to keep playing long after you're gone. Don't you believe in the future, Jala?
You're the one who said being a wife and mother isn't everything. Don't you believe in yourself, Bhakti?
What will the world come to if intelligent women like us don't have children?
Eugenics much?
Don't you think your mother knows the reason you don't want children is because she failed you as a parent?
I'm not refusing to have children to hurt Mom.
But you know you're hurting her. You're breaking her heart.
Dia!
My girls aren't a chance to rewrite the past. They're new beginnings, Amma. We need to let them write their own stories.
Yes, I understand. I'll leave after the wedding. You won't have to see me again.
Amma, no, that's not what we want.
It's all right. I don't have long left to live. No need to come home for my death rites. You're all busy, and you're holding too much resentment in your hearts. I understand.
You're part of our family, Pati. We love you.
And it's never too late to change.
Change? I'm an old woman, Betty. I'm set in my ways.
Come on, Ma. You'll outlive all of us.
Well, the doctor did say I have the spinal health of a 30-year-old. I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to think about many things.
You're not wrong, Amma. My life would be so much easier if I'd married a man you picked out for me, walked along the path you cleared. It would have been easier.
But so much less fun.
So, Arvind, you've been retired from the pharmacy for what? 3-4 years now? No regrets?
None. I have so much more time for birding. I even built a little hide in the backyard.
He's a bird watcher, Amma.
No, Minnie, I don't just watch them. I listen too. That's why we prefer the term birding, as I've told you before.
Like I said, he's a bird watcher.
Do the birds need to be watched?
It's a thing you do for fun, Bhakti, like stamp collecting or train spotting.
What an interesting idea of fun you have here in America.
I want to make it clear that I do not bird, despite Arvind's best efforts.
The things I could tell you about the yellow-rumped warbler, not to mention the cedar waxwing.
Arvind, not all of us share your obsessions. Amma's still jet-lagged. She'll fall asleep at this rate.
Oh, sorry, I get carried away. It's a passion of mine, you know.
No, it's okay. Tell me about it. I want to know.
You... Really?
Yes, really. Now, come on. What in God's name is a yellow-rumped warbler?
Your grandmother is actually having a civil conversation with your father. The age of miracles is upon us.
Do you really think it'll last?
Let's hope it lasts until your wedding, at least.
You know, I'm starting to think that Ahmed is a figment of your imagination.
Thanks, Jala. He actually is the man of my dreams. He's picking up his parents at the airport. You'll get to meet him later. Please don't be weird.
I hate to ruin a lovely occasion with sincerity, but I'm proud of you two.
Ah, thanks, Auntie C.
I mean, the state of your triceps and lats are a constant source of shame to me, but I guess you can't have everything.
Hope things haven't been too boring without me. Miss you, Jellybean. XO, XO, XO.
I'm glad you came back to town, Jala. I have to admit, I didn't think it turned out this way. I never thought we'd actually be friends.
Are you a little disappointed I didn't break your heart? It would have been messy, but sometimes the mess is half the fun.
See? This is why I'm glad we kept things platonic. My life could use a little bit less excitement.
Yeah, I'm glad we're friends too, just for the record.
I'll always be your friend, Jala. Whenever you need me. Remember that, okay?
Look, I'm here, but let's not make a big thing of it, okay? I'm still reserving judgment.
I'll be waiting for your verdict. I mean, you're known for your discerning tastes.
You know I'm immune to your flirtations, no? Once I learn my lesson, it sticks.
Sorry, it's kind of a reflex.
It's a little endearing. Maybe. If considered in the right light. Here's to putting the unfortunate past behind us, Jala. Who knows? Perhaps in the future, we'll even be friends?
A little slow tonight, isn't it? Yes, Ms. Jayaratna. What will it be? I'll set them up, you'll knock them down.
Nice dig. But did you have to leave those poor kids huddled for warmth under the fluorescent sign in the alley?
No need to be so combative. There would be no losing side if you were simply on mine. Join us. You would help us elevate our mission, shape the future with me. We both know you're the best skater from Timber Hills to Portland, Oregon. Maybe even Portland, Maine.
Don't you get it? It's not gonna happen. In fact, I'm never gonna give up on running you out of here, so get ready.
Soon enough you'll see. You will all see. The day of reckoning is upon us, and all will be remade in my image. But wouldn't it be ever sweeter still if that visage includes your personal flair? Don't answer now. Think about it and remember. All work and no play makes Jala a very dull girl.
Look, I know I said I wanted to move on, but this time we've spent together, it's made me realize that you're not just a grade school fantasy for me. You're the one, Jala. What I feel for you, it's real.
How about you show me just how real those feelings are later tonight? We could go on a long drive, peel each other out of these clothes, see where the night takes us.
I should tell you, Jala, I don't do one-night stands.
Are you saying no?
No. Yes, I mean, as much as I want to. It's only a yes if you're willing to be serious with me. I can imagine our future together, Jala. I believe in it. Can you see it too?
I'm really not that stuck-up, confused, yearning little girl I was back in middle school. I've been through the fire, Jala, and I've come out stronger. Honestly, I'm kinda amazing. I just don't want you to regret passing all of this up.
Oh, I see. You're just looking out for me.
Exactly. You don't want to end up on your deathbed thinking, if only I'd let Thea have her way with me. Damn, usually people beg for the chance to be with me. But as always, you're the exception. Oh, Jala, just think about it, okay? If you just give me a chance, I'd blow your mind.
What are you looking at me like that for? Please don't tell me of some kind of dramatic announcement.
Nothing like that. You look beautiful, that's all. What? A friend can't give another friend a genuine compliment?
Being friends is only going to work if both of us respect the boundaries we agreed on. Can't you just be happy we salvaged this much?
Do you have any idea where we go from here?
That's one thing I promised myself. You are no longer part of my future plans. I was so fixated on you and me that I almost didn't notice. I actually like the life I've built for myself. I like my job, I like my friends, I like being single. There's so much more space in my life when you're not in it. I'm willing to let you back in, but it'll be different than it was before.
Tyler.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Let's just see how it goes, okay?
Hindi. Hindi.
Oh, hey, Jala, you're headed out? Ugh, the level of thirst in this room right now. Reminds me of chaperoning your prom. I just wanted to... Yeah, damn it. Can I give you some advice? Yeah, why bother asking when you're gonna do it anyway? Fine, point taken. I know everyone in this room wants something from you. And you love to feel wanted, but... don't let their ideas of what your future should be close yours down. I envy you a little, you know? Yes, there's uncertainty and doubt in not knowing exactly what you want. But there's so much possibility, too. The world is wide open to you, Jala. Enjoy it. That's the whole point.
Hindi.
Unseasonably sunny today.
Knock on wood, Arvind.